We're back. We're laying down the law. It's an NFL divisional playoff weekend, and that's no flex zone. Jeff Blake knocked me out of the playoffs. The no flex zone took over, and I got to give him his props. So there it is. Blake, you got me.
I didn't even know it.
See, you do better when you're not looking.
Yeah, I do better when I'm not looking.
When you're trying to beat me,
I
coming back, you can't beat me, man.
Yeah.
But listen, congratulations. Stefania Bell, actually, from ESPN. You see her probably about 11:30 or so.
Mm-hmm.
She won it. She's the expert. Okay.
She got all the insight, though. She know when everybody, when people hurt, when they playing, when they not playing.
She picked up Jeremy Hill when I dropped him. I thought I could leave him and then come back. No, she used him to run over everybody. Yes. But let's talk to someone now who runs over guys like you and me. And that's not really good for us, Blake, because we're not trying to do that anymore. Former Green Bay Packer, also representative of the Pac-12 Conference. They're playing in the college football championship. The Oregon Ducks. He, a standout star at the University of Washington. And even better yet, he is a Texan from Hightower High School out in the Houston area. We welcome Victor Aiyewa, played linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. We're going to get our first taste of the opponent for the Dallas Cowboys in this divisional round up in Lambeau. So without further ado, we welcome Victor Aiyewa to Laying Down the Law. Victor, good morning.
Hey, good morning, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, yeah. We I know a little bit about you from folks in Houston, so we had to play that no flex zone too, man, because I know you were knocking folks out, man, in my Nebraska Huskers in the Holiday Bowl. Don't knock me out. But Green Bay Packers, one of your teams in the NFL, playing against the Dallas Cowboys today. You were on the defensive side of the ball. Tell us your thoughts and how the Green Bay Packers can successfully approach this game today.
I know for a fact that Coach Capers, he will make the Cowboys a one-dimensional team, and by him doing that, they're going to stop the run. I know that with Clay Matthews off the edge, they're going to put a lot of pressure on Tony Romo. And then you got Coach Slocum over there, so he does a great job with special teams. So I know he's going to make special teams a special factor definitely in this game. And then the number one thing would be they're going to protect Aaron Rodgers. I think around that organization, they definitely hold Aaron Rodgers to a high standard. And I know that for him to be successful, they're going to effectively protect him.
We're talking with Victor Aiyewa, former linebacker of the Green Bay Packers. Still got a lot of professional football in him, and we'll be interested. You can always come to the Cowboys, Victor. You're from Texas, man, or you could even get down there with your boy J.J. Watt and company and keep you here local. You don't have to get on a plane to go anywhere. You can just ride up and down 45. But,
that'd be great.
You have made very salient points when it comes to the Green Bay Packers. And, you played in that defense. What about the offense and the running game, given the fact that DeMarco Murray is the leading rusher in the NFL, and, that controls the clock. We want to keep guys like you tired, on the field, and blocked.
Yeah. Now, and I don't know the exact the weather there, but it's going to be kind of hard to get tired when you're playing in negative degree weather. So I definitely know that the game plan for both sides will start off by running the ball. But I think Green Bay, they do a great job of coaching the guys. We got inside linebackers like A.J. Hawk and Sam Barrington, who's been doing great on the last couple of weeks. And and Green Bay just have a stout defense, and so I know that the coaches do a great job of preparing those guys, and I mean they really do a great job. I've been around, so I see different ways that coaches prepare, and I know those guys will beat you down with the playbook and making sure that you know every tendency that each team will bring you. And I think them guys are going to be prepared for that game.
We're talking to Victor Aiyewa, linebacker standout and safety standout at the University of Washington. Also, opportunity to play up in Green Bay. Knows these guys very well. It's been not too long, and I'm sure Victor will be back in the National Football League soon. Victor, tell us, let's shift gears quickly and talk about the Pac-12, your conference. And again, a standout there at the University of Washington. The Oregon Ducks coming to play against Ohio State in AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
I hate Ohio State, but go ahead.
Tell us about the package. You have at least one confirmed supporter in Jeff Blake. I actually had picked Oregon.
Well, my nephew playing the Pac-12, so I got to go to Pac-12.
Right. Yeah, Caleb Jones is nephew to Jeff Blake, the former All-Pro NFL quarterback, Victor, my co-host. And so tell us about this matchup tomorrow night as well.
Well, I don't care what anybody say. I know that Ohio State got some great victories, but I think when you're playing against a third string quarterback, you have the potential to create more turnovers just because just the learning curve and being able to adapt to major games like that. Now I know they was able to pull off some major upsets before, but I think Oregon must force turnovers, and they will with the third string quarterback. And then also, I think the tempo of Oregon always makes it hard for any team to prepare for that team. I remember when I was at the University of Washington, and we had to have a whole separate offense, two separate offenses to practice to try to prepare for that tempo that Oregon plays with. So I'm pretty sure they're going to keep up with that tempo, and and make it so it's going to be hard for a defense to stop that type of tempo. And then as long as they contain the third string quarterback and they prevent the deep ball, I think Oregon runs away with that victory.
Well, I picked Oregon as well from the beginning. I have Scott Frost. I actually coached him at Big Red football camp, and then he went to Stanford and came back to Nebraska and won a national championship in '97. So it seems like the stars align up, at least for the three of us, for the Pac-12 and the Oregon Ducks. But let's talk a little bit about you too, Victor. I mean, you have had the opportunity, like Jeff Blake, to play in the NFL and be a standout in college. What are you doing now, and what are you doing to prepare to get back into the NFL and play and continue along professionally?
Right now, I'm a gym rat. I know that you definitely have a short shelf life when it comes to playing in the NFL. I have a lot of NFL left in me, a lot of games left in me, and I still have a lot to prove. To a lot of naysayers, but also to some of the kids that I mentor. I want to be that that story that lets you know to never give up on your dream and keep fighting for what you believe in. And I got a lot of kids looking at me, on my side, but also trying to be that inspirational story, at the same time. So I'm working out daily, trying to prepare to make a roster at the same time. I've also been, focusing on things with this off time. I've also been focusing on things that you're usually not able to, and that's family and friends, and also giving back to the community. I currently adopted 2 NFL 60 teams in the Cypress area, and the team name is the Broncos. So everybody, make sure you root for the Broncos.
Oh, I can't do that, Vic. I can't do that, Vic, man. I'm a Raiders fan in the AFC, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But we talking about little kids here, man. But
you're right.
They definitely, with the Play 60, we definitely been making some strides in the community. So, I want to give a shout out to Coach Mario and Eric as well. And we definitely feel like it's very important to give back. And I've made it a personal commitment to myself to do that with my off time. So we're pretty excited here to to kind of continue to give back to the community. Also, I've been doing some public speaking around the Houston area. Was able to go to Manville High School right before the playoffs started, and we've been getting a lot of good feedback. Being able to touch kids and tell them your story. I don't know if you're too familiar with my story, but I was an undrafted free agent, and I didn't have an agent at the time. So I had to contact teams myself. So I was being my own personal agent, and I was able to get my way back into the NFL with the Green Bay Packers, and I'm sure I'll be able to do it again.
That's a wrap, man. Drop the mic. That's all it needs to be said. We certainly appreciate it, man. How can we follow you on Twitter or, learn about what you're doing or, follow you along as you continue on this great success story?
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. My profiles and things of that nature haven't been updated. But with all the great things we've been doing in the community, I think it's imperative for me to share with the world, and so I'm gonna start taking my my social media platform a little bit more serious. But I do have everything. So like I said, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and then also I'll upload some information about the things I do in the community.
That's perfect. Well, listen, come back on the show anytime. We always appreciate insight from those that have already been successful. Jeff Blake's going to be starting his training sessions down in the San Antonio area, and I know you're over in Houston. And when you get on whatever team, it could be up 45 with the Cowboys. They could definitely use some linebacker help. You will certainly be followed, and we appreciate the time and giving back to the community as well. In fact, our next segment focuses on youth sports, so a great entree into what we do here, and we've all coached youth and supported them in the Play 60 and everything like that. Have a great Sunday afternoon. We look to talk to you here again. Keep us apprised of what's going on, Victor, and best to you and all of your endeavors.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Take care. We're going to take a sidebar.
Yes, sir.
Come back. Chico is in Louisiana, but he's going to call in. That's right, Rod Chico Tanner up next with the AAU focus on youth sports right here on Laying Down the Law.